Hey sis, let me tell you a story real quickly, or give you a scenario, should I say. Let's say, God forbid, or if you have experienced it, you have a loved one, right? They go to the hospital, an emergency happens, and they're in surgery. They have to go to like a emergency surgery. And you get the call and they say, "Hey, are you da-da-da-da's family member? We have them here at whatever hospital, and we just wanted to let you know that this happened." You get there, you go to the receptionist desk. The receptionist says, "Hey, your loved one is in surgery right now. It should last about roughly 2 to 3 hours. Feel more than welcome to wait in the waiting room." You say, "Okay," you're anxious, but you're there though, and you wait and you wait. And you wait because, you're not a surgeon, right? You can't go in the operating room and go do what they do. So what you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing but wait. And then on top of that, you're not finna go rush them to go hurry up and finish the surgery that they're in, because you don't want nobody rushing on something that should be quite diligently, quite honestly, take the most time you need to take. To be honest, I want you to do this right. Because even though they cannot see you while they're in their surgery, you want to be there for support. You want to be there to show that you were there. It made me pose the question that in our seasons of stillness, why is it that we try to rush God while he's in the operating room? Why is it that we try to rush our life when we're in a season of stillness? Why is it we got to know every little bit of thing when honestly there's just something beautiful about being in the unknown? So sis, I say all that to say is you got to let it all work out. And I know this was really hard for me, like learning when it was a season of stillness, because a lot of times we feel a need to always be productive, a need to always be doing something, creating something, showing up and having this and having that and just being all over the place. But doing something and busyness does not equate to productivity. And rest is honestly productive. If you're working out and you're constantly straining your muscles and your muscles don't get any rest, you miss out on a lot of potential gains because you never allowed your muscles time to recover. Sometimes you may be in a recovery season and you're just not in tune with yourself enough to know that. And what I would say that in this season, especially with the New Year's coming up, and you know how to be that girl, and you're setting new goals for yourself, and you're reflecting on what you did this year. I'm not a fan of always being like, give yourself grace, because sometimes we give ourselves too much grace. Now, some of you don't. This for the girl who just be always down on herself, always like, I need to be doing this, I gotta be moving, I gotta da-da-da-da-da-da, and honestly don't be getting undone when it boils down to it. Okay, that was kind of harsh. But no, for real though. But it's really for that girl who always feels like you need to be doing something with your time. Your rest is equally important, because sometimes in your season of stillness and your season of rest, this is where the muscle is getting built. This is where you have time to repair and gain a new form of strength, a new kind of strength. And this is also for you to know that you're only human. You're not a computer, babes. Like, you cannot sit here and constantly be on go. Your brain is a supercomputer and you have a code and you got routines and stuff like that, but you're also human. God didn't create you to necessarily just run off batteries. Even the best of the best, the greatest of the greatest, they had seasons of rest themselves. No matter what nobody tell you, no matter what hustle culture is saying, no matter what Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever you're consuming or intaking, there's going to be times where you fall short. Now, even without falling short, sometimes you have to be intentional with rest. Because if you're not intentional with your rest, and then you're going to unintentionally be put to rest. Somebody cue the podcast sounds. I ate that up, but no, for real though. I ate that up. But no, seriously though, because a lot of times we end up working so hard to the point that we end up depleting ourselves in a sense till we have no other option but to rest. Because after so long and you don't rest and you're working at peak and you're giving it your all starts to decline. Like, I'm doing my best, I'm going hard every day, and you going hard and hard every day, and then the hard just, I'm going hard, I'm going hard, I'm going hard, I'm going hard, I'm going hard. And now you just down here. When you just could have rested right here. You could have rested. Could have traded sideways. And then, okay, yeah, I'm good right here. All right, boom. Or even then, I just want to take a little downtime, and then I'll come back and go a little harder. You know, I think a lot of times we are in a society where it's just always we can easily get consumed in hustle culture. And sometimes hustle culture does not look like hustle culture, because I have been noticing how the health and fitness community has also made it like, because like, I mean, I like health and fitness, like I do that anyways, but also just even like keeping up with your health and fitness, sometimes it resembles hustle culture. You know, like it's never ending and it never stops. Like, no, you can have a rest day. You deserve to rest. You've earned it. I just need you to know that it's okay to do things in moderation. Now, there are some times where you're going to have to press and you're going to have to pound at it. But I want you to understand that it's okay to rest. In these seasons of rest, what does that look like? It differs for person to person. I can't say that. For one, you need to assess like what is your plan or what's necessarily the outcomes that you're looking for. And then you're going to go from those outcomes and you're going to look at those inputs. And it's like, okay, so what is the inputs that I'm putting in day to day to reach this outcome? And after you see those inputs, it's like, okay, bare minimum, what is the bare minimum thing that I should be doing, or something that I can maintain consistently? And then eventually you're going to be like, oh, okay, once I'm able to do this consistently and I can rest in this standard, I can raise the standard now. It's like, okay, I know all hope failed. My standard is pretty good. So it's just also giving yourself time to moderately win the race. To have to set a pace for yourself. It's not necessarily that you have to be in override all the time, because like I said, busyness does not equal productivity. And take that from somebody. For me, I learned that today just reading old journals. I'm like, girl, you're running in circles right now. Like, get it together for real. I'm not in the same position I was last year, but even when it comes to my goals and what it is that I want, I could be doing so much better. So much better. But like, granted, like I could, but I can't change the past. I have no control of the future. The only thing that I control right now is right now. So right now I'm sitting here and I'm recording a video. I'm like, okay, I might not be able to make the extremely creative videos that I want to right now, given the time that I have at the moment. But what I can do is I can get in here and talk in front of this camera and relay the messages that I still been wanting you guys to know. So yeah, that's what that looks like. But in simplest forms, just learn how to trust that it all works out in the waiting room. When you're in the waiting room and while the operation is getting done, don't rush the process. The process is a process for a reason. The moment you rush through it, you may miss steps. You're always aligned on the path that you need to be aligned on. And when you do need to pivot, trust me, you will know. You will know, especially if you are someone, this is more like, especially being someone that is goal oriented or that knows exactly what they want in this season of their life. You're going to get it. You're getting it. It's coming. Whatever you want wants you more. You just got to be aligned with it. Align your actions, align your heart, align your feelings, and everything else will come towards you. You will begin to attract that. Sis, I want you to prioritize your rest. I would love if you prioritized on enjoying the process and the journey and not the destination. The destination, yes, is going to sit in the forefront of your mind, but it's not. That's not the prize. Like, you don't want to rush through life yet never experienced it and allow it to pass you by. But that's all I have for today, sis. I love you, and we'll talk next time.